Hey guys, it's another Sunday morning, another brunch with Joe. We are doing one of my favorite recipes that I did when I first started my health journey several years ago. It is cod with mixed vegetables, guys. Very simple, very quick to do. Um, I like it because you can get frozen cod, keep it in the freezer. You don't have to worry about it sitting in the fridge every day. And frozen vegetables, a very easy meal to make. And cod is it's got a very light fish taste to it, so it's not that strong fishy taste. So even if you got a picky eater, there's a good chance you can get them to try the cod. Um, I'm going to go ahead and log into my Facebook here so I can see who's on and what's going on here, guys, so I can talk to you guys a little bit here. Now let's give that a minute to pop up. But there it is. All right, looks like we got Ken on here. What's going on, Ken? How you doing? Jose, what's up? Let's start the show with why we do the show. I know that there are some new people that watch, and looks like we got Jim and Joy on here as well. Thanks for watching, guys. But the reason we do this show is back in 2014, I was diagnosed with diabetes. I ended up in the hospital for 4 days, and they got my blood sugars down after 4 days of basically shooting me up with insulin every day. They got it to where I can actually leave the hospital. I started to change my diet back then a little bit and take some pills for it. I was able to control it with pills for several years until a little about a year and a half ago now. I believe from stress, my blood sugars just started spiking, and they were getting to almost coma levels, and my doctors just put me back on insulin, and the more insulin they gave me, the higher it went. So I did seek out some second opinions and found a wonderful functional medicine doctor, Dr. Justin Coop. Anyone in the Chicagoland area that's looking for an awesome functional medicine doctor to help take care of whatever's going on, look up Dr. Coop. He's in Naperville. And what he did was he sent me for a bunch of tests. We found out my body makes insulin, just wasn't accepting it. So he changed me over to a paleo diet, gave me a couple supplements. Within a couple days, my sugars were in half. And within a month, I was off all my medication. I've dropped 80 pounds over the last year without a lick of exercise, just by changing my diet. And it's funny because, Facebook brings out these past memories, and I'm looking at a video from 5 years ago, and I'm like, I can't believe that was me. Because I was about 80 pounds heavier in that video and just absolutely crazy. But we do this show because we want to let you know that you can change your life just by changing your diet. Putting good food in your body will help your body take care of itself. Like I said, without exercise, I dropped 80 pounds. I did do a little exercise here and there to tone up a little bit, but that was it, guys. But we got some other people jumping on here. What's going on, Doug? Hey, Jennifer, Frank, Michael, sorry. Thanks for jumping on, guys. But we're going to go ahead and get started here. And I like this dish because I can do it in one pan. I don't have to break out everything, open the oven, any of that stuff. So on a hot summer day, this is a nice dish to make because, like I said, you don't have that oven going. You just have one burner going. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with some good quality grass-fed butter, guys. It's absolutely amazing. You can find this stuff even in Walmart now. But let's drop a little bit of butter in here. And we're going to get that going. And I cook my fish from frozen, guys. I don't even thaw it. I just let it go while it's frozen. Let's get this bad boy on here. And hopefully we're going to, let me get my paper towels out because I don't like to have my hands all dirty while I'm doing this. But get your butter going. Let that melt a little bit. Especially as much as I work, I like to save some time, and I love my adobo seasoning. Probably not the healthiest seasoning out there because of some of the ingredients in here, but it does remind me of my father's cooking. Being Puerto Rican, we use adobo a lot. So that's what I like, and this show is all about finding your healthy. Speaking of which, guys, when you're in a dry area, make sure you hydrate a lot. But I love the adobo seasoning, and my kid loved it. And it's a pretty awesome feeling when your kids are watching you cook, and then one day you wake up and they're cooking for you using the same ingredients that you were using and making a delicious meal for you. But just let that butter melt in there a little bit, guys. I'm going to start cutting open my cod. Like I said, I keep it frozen, so you don't have to worry about leaving it out and letting it thaw and all that good stuff. Just grab it right out of the freezer, pop it in there. And for those of you that don't like fish, this is an awesome way to get some extra fish in your diet. Fish is very good for the heart. Those of you out there that have heart issues, heart murmurs, any of that stuff, you want to get some more fish in your diet, especially cold water fish like cod. That does amazing stuff for your body. But I'm just going to toss this bad boy in there, put it on one side, grab the other one, put it on the other side. And what I like about using the big pan here is if you got a larger family, you can just go ahead and cook 4 or 5 pieces of cod in here. And I like to cover mine. As those of you that watch me, I like to let that thing cook, especially with fish, because you want it to cook all the way through. I'm going to go ahead and throw a little bit of seasoning on here, guys, because I like to season both sides. And I like to season in my pan, guys. There's people that like to season out and let it sit, especially on a fish like cod that does not have that real heavy fishy taste. I like to just right in the pan, throw my seasoning in. We got a couple other people on here. We got Tracy. We got George. Thanks for coming on, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Like I said, this was a staple in my house a couple of years ago. You could ask my son. We'd have it a couple times a week. Because when you're working, you want to come home, you want something that's quick, healthy. Another reason we do the show. Everything we do on here, it has to be done within a half hour. There's no excuse now for coming home and not being able to cook something healthy. It is now a choice, because now that you found the show, you have no excuse. You can go to YouTube and check out some of the older shows on there and get all the recipes right from there. You can go to the Brunch with Joe Facebook group or the business page and get the recipes on there as well, guys. If you do join the Brunch with Joe Facebook page, we do have a lot of experts in there, guys, that are happy to answer any questions you have. You can connect with them, get their services through them, and a lot of good recipes in there that you don't see on the show. We got an awesome recipe from my friend Anita. She put a great bone broth recipe in there that you can do in a crock pot. You don't even have to sit there all day. Let that thing do its work on its own. You should be having bone broth every day, guys. It's excellent for your gut. Gets rid of all the bad guys in there and helps the good guys grow. We got Kevin on here. Thanks for jumping on, guys. I just let this thing cook for a little bit. I'm going to add my vegetables after I turn the cod. Now, these vegetables come in a steam pack that you could throw in the microwave. I don't know if any of you guys know this or not. I'm sure a lot of you do, but using a microwave is not the best way to cook. It actually does change the structure of the food, pulls the water out of the food, and actually changes the molecules in the food. And Mike's running around on me here. We got Carolyn joined on. We got Amber. Thanks for coming on, guys. I hope you guys enjoy watching this as much as I enjoy doing it. But back to microwaves, you'll see there's no microwave on the show. I don't use microwaves at all. I'm old school. I cook everything on the stove or stovetop or in the oven. But that's why you won't see me steaming these in the microwave. Cut open the bag, and I do not get the ones with all the lightly sauced ones or any of that stuff. I like to add my own flavorings to it. So, oh my goodness. Oh, it smells delicious, guys. You guys we gotta invent smell vision so I can get this out there and you guys can smell it while we're cooking. Hopefully some of you guys are cooking at home and you get the actual smell that I'm getting here. So I'm gonna flip this over here now. And one of these pieces is pretty big, so I'm gonna try to let that cook a little bit more before I go ahead and put the vegetables in, because that is a thick piece of cod. Speaking of the cod, I know fish is usually pretty expensive, but I get mine either at Costco or Sam's Club, and you can get a bag of cod. I want to say there's probably 10 pieces of cod in there, maybe a little more, for like $12, $13. So add that with my dollar vegetables from Walmart, and you're talking, I don't know, even if it's $1 a piece, you could serve your family dinner for, let's say, 4 pieces of cod, and I'll even go 2 bags of vegetables here. You're talking $6 for a family of 4. I mean, you're not going to get that at McDonald's or KFC or anywhere else, guys. There's so many benefits to cooking at home, not just the healthy ones, but the ones that are healthy for your wallet, guys. So try to cook at home as much as possible. I know we all have busy schedules. Trust me, I have a very busy schedule, but you know, I do make sure that I'm cooking at home. You guys got any questions on anything, on where to find stuff, how to cook it? All right, we're gonna let this bad boy cook a little bit here, and then I'm gonna add my vegetables in a few minutes. And I just season my vegetables with the adobo as well, because it's easy, guys. That's why I do it. It's easy, it's flavorful, but use your own spices. You know, like I said, everyone's bodies are different, their taste buds are different. So you got to find your healthy, your spices. If you have spices from, you know, your family's background and, you know, that they've been using for years, go ahead and use them. The important thing is getting the healthy nutrition into your body. And I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to add my vegetables in here because we want to make sure these guys cook too. And since they're frozen as well, I'm going to get every last carrot in there. For Jennifer Davis, I got carrots in here. We know that carrots are good for our body. I know they're supposed to be eaten alone, but Today we're throwing them in. So I don't add anything else in there. Just a little bit of spices in there. And then we just let that cook, guys. This is a no-brainer when you're coming home from a hard day's work. You come in and just grab it right out of the freezer. Get your pan going. Drop it in. Go do what you do after work. You know, a lot of us have to decompress when we come home from work. But you throw the cot in for a few minutes. Go run, do something, come back, flip it over. Go back to what you're doing. You know, come back, check the kids' homework. Make sure the homework's being done. You go ahead and throw your, you flip it over, throw your vegetables in, a little seasoning, and just let it cook, guys. Like I said, there's no excuse anymore. What's going on, Mike? Glad you could jump on here. Yeah, we're going to let our delicious meal cook, and if you guys got any questions, let me know. If you guys are trying this at home, let me know. If you've made cod with other ingredients, let me know. Put it in here so people can see what you guys do. This is as much about you guys as it is about me, guys. This is all about, you know, finding everyone's healthy and getting everyone at least eating once a week or twice a week with a good healthy meal at home instead of the fast food options that are out there. You know, little changes. Start with little stuff. You don't have to be like me. When my doctor told me I needed to change my diet, I came home, threw all my junk food and sugary stuff out in the garbage and went out and bought everything brand new that I was going to be eating, and it was very expensive the first time. Like I said, I do like to get my meat, most of my meat, from Butcher Box. And no, they don't advertise here. This is just my personal plea to you guys to help you guys save some money. What's going on, Kimberly? Thanks for the love. I appreciate it. We got to get you on the show. We got to get you cooking out here, Kimberly. Been talking about this for a while. But guys, be frugal when you're doing this. You don't have to do what I did and just spend a ton of money in the beginning. Shop around. Go to your local stores. Find some good values. A lot of these places, you can find some decent prices on sales on some of this meat. Make sure you're getting good grass-fed beef, properly raised pork, free-range chicken, and wild-caught fish, guys. The conditions of the fish in these fish farms are, those fish are not healthy, and when they're not healthy and you eat them, you don't get the health benefits. So make sure you're getting the wild-caught fish. And I'm going to take a peek here and stir my vegetables a little bit, guys, because I don't want my vegetables. Uh-oh. I think we did another. I think we blew a fuse, guys. Yeah, we got to figure this out. Yeah, that ain't helping much, guys. All right. Well, we got a few minutes left here. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out all this stuff out in the studio here. But as you can see, even with the fuse blown, it did not take long to cook. It's almost done. Another couple of minutes for the vegetables to cook and we'd have been done. Yeah, guys, just start eating healthy once a week, maybe twice a week. And, you know, before you know it, it'll become a habit. And, you know, all of a sudden you'll start to see your body taking care of itself instead of, you know, you having to go to the doctor and get all this medication that your body really doesn't need or know how to process. So that's our goal. Our goal is to just get you guys healthier, get you guys eating better. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Even though I'm going to throw it back in the pan in a minute. But, you know, if you come home and feed your family a nice meal, and I know we talked about colors on the other shows, guys. And as you can see, we got several colors in here. You want to get your dark vegetables in, the dark green vegetables. You want to get the bright orange, the white, the cauliflower. As my good friend Annette from Passionate Palette told us on one of the earlier shows, guys. All these colors coincide with your chi in your body, and the more you can feed your chi, the better your body will be aligned. Hey Carmen, how you doing? Tell everyone I said hi at church. I miss you guys. But this is it, guys. It's under a half hour. You come home from frozen to dinner plate. I mean, you just can't go wrong, guys. And it's a good, healthy meal. Plenty a good sized portion. Even a guy my size can fill up on. And kids love it. My kid loved making it. He loved eating it. And that's another thing. If you're getting your kids involved while you're cooking, they're going to enjoy cooking when they get older. And if you're teaching them to eat the healthy foods, they're going to carry that on into their adulthood and hopefully teach their kids the same thing. And that's where it really needs to start in your home, guys. Teach your kids how to eat healthy, how to make the healthy food. I started teaching my kid. He was younger, probably 3 and a half, to make pancakes, which aren't the healthiest, but it got him to start cooking. You can teach your kids to make a good potato pancake, something a little bit healthier. But just get them involved. If you get the kids involved, that gives you guys some good family time, some family bonding time together. And as a family, you guys will start to eat healthy. So I think we're coming up to the end here, guys. We got a couple more minutes here. Ishmael, what's going on? And God bless you as well, Carmen. I appreciate it. Guys, we want to get the word out. So please, if you're watching and you enjoyed the show, let some of your friends know so they can jump on here and watch the show. And anyone that wants to jump on and cook, just send me a message. Let me know what the meal is that you're going to make. We just want it to be inexpensive. It can be made in a half hour, and it's got to be healthy, guys. Those are the only requirements we have. We do have some of these nice shirts with some other options on the back besides just the logo. If you go to the Brunch with Joe business page, you can see the options that we're putting on there. My good friend Brooke designed the logo and designed all the options. So if you need a good graphic designer, her information will be on the page as well. But if you like the show, help us support it. Get out there and start getting people in the nation, and let's just get everyone eating healthy, guys. So that's it for this week. We are, we had a delicious cod meal and some awesome vegetables. But that's pretty much it, guys. We'll see you next week, same time. And just get out there and find you're healthy. And if you're thinking about eating some junk food, forget about it.